Hi everyone, welcome to Fridays at Farmers with Valerie. I just want to take a quick minute here, always on a Friday, to explain insurance coverages, why maybe there's offered more, things like that. I am a risk manager professionally, so that's what I do, and I want to educate everyone I know. So let's get to it. Have you guys ever wondered when you're getting your auto insurance? There's coverages of like state minimums of 30,000, 60,000, 25,000, and they just go up from there, like 50,000, 100,000, 100,000, 300,000, etc. Well, I'm about to show you. So let's go. All right, so let's talk about state minimums real quick and we'll go from there. All right, so if you have state minimums, you're going to have 30,000, 60,000, 25,000. So let me explain what that means. 30,000, 60,000, that is for your personal medical liability. So that means if you happen to cause an accident, Jesus, we're not speaking anything into existence here. I just want to educate. So if you have a wreck and you cause damage medically to the other people, you have 30,000 per person, up to $60,000 in coverage for their medical bills. And then the third number, 25,000, is property damage. So you have up to 25,000 to cover the property that was damaged during the wreck that you caused. So other than that, the coverages keep going up to 50,000, 100,000, 50,000. So again, in the red here, you have like your personal medical liability, and in the blue over here, or the purple, is your property liability, right? So 50,000 up to 100,000 for medical, 100,000, 300,000 for medical, 250,000, 500,000 for medical, and then for property damages, you have like 50,000, 100,000, 250,000. Okay, makes sense? All right, now let me show you what insurance does for you when you cause a wreck and the person in the other vehicle has medical bills and things like that. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's start off with state minimums. So like I said, 30,000, 60,000, 25,000. All right, so let's just say you cause an accident. There's two people in the other vehicle and it's a Mercedes. So there's two people in the vehicle. They get hauled away in an ambulance. They had to get x-rays at the ER, things like that. Since you caused that accident, since you're at fault, you are responsible for those bills and they will file a claim against your insurance. So with ambulance rides and x-rays, bandages, medications, things like that, let's say the driver incurred $40,000 worth of medical bills, right? So you have 40,000 right there. All right, so the passenger is the passenger. That person incurred, again with x-rays, ambulance ride, all of that, they also incurred $40,000 in medical bills. All right, so with your state minimums, you have 30,000 to cover for each person's medical bills up to this middle number, which is $60,000. So you have up to 30,000 to cover here, and you have up to 30,000 to cover there. Now, like I said, both their medical bills equal $40,000. So you only have up to $60,000 in coverage, essentially, to cover medical bills. So if you add that together, that's $80,000. So if you subtract 80 minus 60. You have $20,000 here that you're responsible for out of pocket that you will owe because you only have state minimums and you don't have enough coverage to cover for those medical bills. This is why people think insurance is a scam, because people don't really talk to an insurance agent, and so they don't get the risk managed correctly. So this is why people think insurance is a scam. And when you talk to somebody and they don't give you this kind of information, you're going to think it's a scam. Because when something happens, you don't have enough to cover, and you're like, why? Why didn't anybody tell me? Well, I'm telling you now. So let's move on, and let's just say you caused another accident, but you had higher coverages. Let's go over that. Oh yes, and just to let you know, the camera does add 10 pounds, so there you go. Anyways, so let's just say you had $250,000, $500,000 slash $250,000. All right, so again, medical bills for the wreck. One person had $100,000 worth of medical bills. The other person had $220,000. Okay, that is $320,000. Now, since you have higher coverages, you have up to $250,000 per person for medical bills, up to $500,000. So, since you have $250,000 per person, that $100,000 is going to be covered. That $220,000 is going to be covered. So as you can see, you're not coming out of pocket for anything. Now, like I said, we never talked really about this number. This number is your property damage. So in the same event, that Mercedes truck that you hit, let's just say it was worth $200,000. I'm sorry, a Mercedes. So, with your Mercedes there, if you had the state minimums of just $25,000 and you total that truck and it's worth $200,000, that's going to be a lot of money out of your pocket to pay to cover the rest of that truck. So, that's going to be $175,000 out of pocket that you owe to help cover that truck. Now, if you had higher limits and your property damage limit was $250,000, you are golden because you have up to $250,000 for the property that you damaged during the wreck. And that truck's worth $200,000. So you are good. All right, guys, that is how limits work with your auto insurance. I appreciate you watching this video. Like, comment, ask me questions. If you want me to look over your current auto policies, I can. I don't care whether you're with Farmers or not. I am here to educate and manage your risk correctly. Y'all have a happy Friday. Bye.